Hey guys, welcome back to Fort Tarkin Gaming. So, Xbox just had their Xbox E3 briefing, and there's a lot of new information. So, I've tried to condense this here so it's not a ridiculously long video. They announced that Outer Worlds is coming to Games Pass. They have a new trailer, still looking great. Then they revealed brand new game from Ninja Theory, Microsoft's new studio, Bleeding Edge. It's a 4v4 action brawler game, so it looks like Borderlands and Overwatch had a baby and it's only melee combat. That's what Bleeding Edge doesn't really do anything for me, but I'm sure some people are going to be excited for. I'm willing to try it. They revealed more Jedi Fallen Order gameplay, so there was an awesome sequence with some AT-ATs where they were coming up out of some water and they're filled with or covered in seaweed and whatnot, and then Forrest Whitaker gets up on the AT-AT and he's like, "Who's you?" So it was pretty cool. So Jedi Fallen Order, and then Cyberpunk 2077. Amazing. That game just is crazy detailed. I'm surprised that it's not just a next-gen game because it's actually coming out next April, on April 16th. So, well, actually, April 16th, 2020. So almost almost a year away. So a little less than a year. They announced some new games for Xbox Games Pass, so Batman Arkham Knight, which is an excellent game, Metro Exodus, same thing, and then Borderlands, the Handsome Jack Collection, also way awesome. And then they mentioned that Halo, the MCC, is coming to the Games Pass for PC, which they talked about earlier, so when Halo Reach launches, it'll be on Xbox Games Pass for the PC, as well as any other Halo game that comes out. And then they announced Games Pass Ultimate, which got pretty much the whole audience kind of eyeball rolling there, but it actually, I feel like, is a pretty good deal because it's PC and console Games Pass for $15 and also with Xbox Live Gold. But I feel like they've already kind of did that, like they did the Xbox Play Anywhere, and if it was a PC game that was a Microsoft party game, you could already play, like, announced Ark Survival Evolved onto it on Xbox for Games Pass for PC, and I've already been playing that through my regular Games Pass, so it's, they're basically just trying to get more money, but they're going to bring more games to the PC for it, so we'll see where that goes. And then they announced Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. I don't know if it's going to be like a remaster of Lego Star Wars 1 and 2, and then they're going to just put in what they did for The Force Awakens and then add on 8 and 9 there. And maybe even add in Lego Star Wars 3 with the whole Clone Wars thing in there. Or if they're just going to remake everything. So that'll be interesting to see. I hope they just remaster what's already been done and then add in more. We'll see there. And then Gears 5, they had a weird trailer with Kate with a bunch of heads popping out. And they did a cinematic trailer for some sort of multiplayer PvE game called Gears 5 Escape. Yeah, I feel like it's just going to be this microtransaction fueled mess, but they really didn't announce anything. It's just that there's going to be player made content and they showed off some new characters. I don't know if they're just generic or if there actually is a story to them or anything. They just showed off this cinematic trailer that looked fine, I guess, but I would have rather see gameplay for a game coming out so soon. And then they also, probably the best part about Gears 5 announcement is they announced a Terminator crossover. I don't know exactly what that entails. I don't know if it's just a skin or whatnot, but it looked pretty awesome. And then they announced the Xbox Elite Controller Series 2. So it's pretty much exactly like it was, except for they've added more options onto the Elite Controller so you can change how sensitive basically your thumbsticks are, so like you can adjust the tension and you can make it so it's harder to push and whatnot. You can also, now there's 3 different levels for the triggers, so there's very small, medium, and the large, and the normal one, which is the large. So there's 3 options on both triggers. Looks like there's just more rubberized grip everywhere. Has a rechargeable battery that's supposed to last up to 4 hours. Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. And then they showed off a Borderlands 3 trailer and then announced DLC for Borderlands 2 that sets up Borderlands 3. They announced a new game, Elden Ring, and this is the rumored game that was coming from George R.R. Martin and From Software. They showed off a trailer for it. Didn't really give much information away whatsoever. And then they talked about streaming. So there's two ways to stream. They didn't get into pricing or anything, unfortunately, but they said that you can stream from your own console with this Project X Cloud or from their own servers. So I'm sure there's going to be money involved streaming from their servers, but maybe it's free if you just do it from your own console, since it's not going to be as great, or who knows. Then they talked about their next gen console. So it is called Project Scarlet, which it's already been out in the wild from rumors. They said it's going to be 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. It's going to be able to run 8K, 120 frames per second, have ray tracing and a solid state drive, and it'll launch in holiday 2020 along with Halo Infinite. So they showed off Halo Infinite. I'm glad we got to see his armor, but there was just no jaw-dropping moment or anything. It's just kind of there, but it looks good. I'm sure it was running in engine. Finally got to see his armor, the whole thing. It looks good for the most part. It looks like there was a Halo anime that they made. It was 3D animation, and his armor looks almost identical what it did in that anime, and I'll get a picture up here. There was a lot of other games, but I'm not really too concerned with the rest of what they announced. There's definitely a lot of indies and whatnot. They did announce another studio acquisition, which was Double Fine. They're making Psychonauts 2, and it's coming to Games Pass. So they did announce a new studio acquisition. Yeah, nothing really blew me away. I was hoping for something to just be like, oh my gosh, like I cannot wait for Gears 5 or Halo Infinite or anything like that, which they really need to work on hyping up their own games. Instead of showing everybody but Master Chief for the majority of the time in your Halo Infinite trailer, show off some gameplay or just some crazy story moment, like show the Arbiter showing up again. So it's going to be Arbiter and the Chief again. Anything to get us more excited. I'd say overall it was probably a B- in terms of a ranking. It was pretty good, but they really need to work on getting us more. And I'm sure they're still just, they announced like 7 acquisitions, I think, at this point. So I'm sure they're just kind of waiting on projects to get ready, and next year there'll be more first party, awesome, mind-blowing games. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see Fable 4. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a next gen, which they teased it last E3. Let us know what you thought in the comments down below, and remember, all is as the Force wills it.